Hi neighbors, and welcome to the Horton Homestead. So for today, we are going to go through and doing some upgrading to our chicken coop door. So as you can see here, this is what we had before. We just kind of had that beam at the bottom to support it so the chickens wouldn't push themselves out. We just had the extra fencing just kind of hung over. It worked for what we had, but we obviously needed an upgrade on something that was a bit easier to get in and out. So we got this door from a shed that we had purchased secondhand, and instead of just throwing it out, we decided to repurpose it and put it up here. I was planning on building one, but if we can do something that's going to save us money, we might as well go that way. I wanted to make sure it was more secure in the ground instead of just sitting on top of it. That way we had already dug the fencing into the ground, so I figured we should probably dig the door down a little bit too. We had to move the T-post over so that way it butted up to the framing of the door. And of course, I did not hold it in straight, so here we are loosening it up a little bit so we can straighten it up. And little Miss Trinity, she loves to play around and get into everything. So we just took some zip ties, some heavy duty zip ties, and held the frame around the T-post there. It was just what we had on hand, and it's stable enough for what we're looking for. So, cheap and easy, and as long as it does what we need it to do. And we did take out that top post, just that way we didn't have to duck down to get into it every time we wanted to go in. It did release some pressure off of the top, so it kind of opened up a little bit more, but it's still stable enough to where the door closes and it doesn't have a gap between it. We just took a staple gun here and secured the fencing up to the frame. And of course, no project is complete without having problems, so the staple gun likes to get clogged once in a while. And here Trin is again, trying to get into the chicken coop. The kiddo's stopping by to say hello. Well, that was our project for today. It definitely, it's not professional. It's held up by zip ties, and it's a little crooked, but it works for us, and it does what we need to do. The kids can get in and out of it easily, and especially with winter coming up, we won't have to worry about having that big old extra fencing, the ball of fencing to have to move around. So, well, hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time.